Hello, and welcome to Pwnery's Kickin' It Old School, Season 3, Episode 48. And I found Grey Tower Plate, and thankfully I didn't have to go very far. Let me show you where I got it. So we were supposed to find it over here, and I backtracked, and I ended up taking the quick route, and I found it here at Quester's View. It was expensive. It cost me 630 something gold because actually it was supposed to be 750. But I haggled it because Gorath is a haggling master, 83%, and Owen's 82%. So pretty cool. So we have a Grey Tower plate now. I did not expect to find it that quickly, but we got it. So cool. Now we can go back to the caves. Eventually, we're going to get a dialogue saying, "Oh, we should keep pushing north. Do you want to keep pushing north?" Like, yeah, I'd like to keep pushing north. That'd be great. Let's do that. Maybe it was a little further than I thought. There we go. Yes. Alright, so now I just have to find that cave. Which should be just after this town here. Yep, right there. And there it is. Let's go ahead and sleep before, save often, and head on inside. And then use up our ring. Talk to this guy, even though I've got nothing new to say to him. Alright, so we've unlocked everything here, so I should be able to just do this. There's no holes. We killed everything on this floor. We should be good. Just gotta remember which way the exit was. I think it's this way. Yeah, and I think it's over here. Uh-oh. Or not. Okay. It's gotta be here somewhere. Zoom all the way out real quick. Probably that way. Fine. There it is. Okay, we killed everything here too. I think the hole we're looking for is right there. Come on, let me through. Save. Okay. Not yet. I gotta talk to the kobold first. We would have Grey Tower Plate. Owen considered the question. Unsure how to answer. Have you what we speak? Yes. Yes, we do. What will we profit for letting you have it? The kobold considered this for a moment, then turned to the pit and made some signaling motions with his hands while shouting instructions in a language Owen didn't understand. After close to an hour, a strange-looking metallic goblet was brought to the surface by several young kobolds, who held it reverently, as if it possessed incredible value. Owen placed the Grey Tower Plate on the floor of the mine near the pit and stepped back so it could be inspected. Apparently satisfied with their offer, the kobolds motioned them forward, that they might sip from the goblet. Gorath was first. He let the cool liquid trickle into his mouth from the cup. Almost immediately he felt a new sense of strength and vitality. It began in his mouth and chest and radiated away from these areas like ripples on a still pond. The kobolds gave a sip to everyone, then climbed back into the darkness of the pit. It boosted his health and stamina. And Owen's. Very good. And now we should be able to cross this. Because we gave him the thing. Oops. I hit the back button instead of the forward button because I'm an idiot. Alright, here, let's do this again. Yes, we did all this. Very good. Alright, now we cross the pit. There we go. Dumbass. And we see we still got all our health bonuses and things. So dumb. You fell over. Well, let's see what's in this room first. A lot of stones. Like Brackner body parts. Nothing there. Nothing there. See, and this floor is hard to tell if there's a hole or not, so you have to be kind of careful. Gildus Thorn. No, we don't, dude. We just slept. Like, we need to oh, there's something here. Oh, there's a stone there. There's a dude there. How tired are we? Oh, cool. We got the jump on these guys. Oh, these guys are chitty too. Let me tell you. They do buku damage. Oh, they got buku defense too. Holy cow. Come on, fall. Fall. There we go. You notice they carry a spear, but then they use their hand to attack. For whatever reason. He really likes Owen, doesn't he? There we go. I don't remember if those guys carry anything. There's a lot of treasure chests here. And a grave. Death will come quickly to those who trespass here. Leave now, or your suffering will be 1,000 times worse than that of the one now buried underneath this marker. Shall we dig up the grave? Yes! Just a body. Are we sick? No, we're not sick. I'm kind of curious why it said that, unless it was these guys who issued the warning. No, not yet. Flat as a leaf, round as a ring, has 2 eyes but can't see a thing. Flat as a leaf, but round as a ring. Has a button. Oops. Some buttons have 4 eyes. Black Nimbus. Do we have that spell? We do not. Gambit of the 8. I know I don't have that one, so we'll just take everything. Yeah, I don't think those guys carry anything. Oh, restoratives. Okay. They do carry things. You need to cast Scent of Seri. Then we need to save. Then you need to check it. Gilded Thorn. Got it. Money. Shell. How about this one? Okay, so he doesn't know about this one. Ooh, Touch of Limbs Krogma. Don't have that one. Dang, this place was great for spells. Woo, got 3 of them. Okay, we'll leave the cursed room. Take a nap. That ring has expired. Make a right. There's a hallway here. Oh, there's another box. Money. Money. Stuff and things. I need to police my whetstone a little bit better. Actually, I got another one right there. Okay. So we finished that leg. I kind of want to go back this way first. Just to make sure, because if we exit this area, then I'll miss it. Sorry, some really funny news hit my phone just now. It's a guy I'm not a big fan of, too. I thought I had this cough under control. Psych. Give me just a second. Remedy this situation real quick. Alright. Back here. Make sure there's no other hallways. There is. Goes to nowhere. Alright, now we can go all the way down this leg here. Let's go south. Oh, there's a hole right there. See it? We almost died right there. And it was a dead end anyway. I hate those. Basically, those are just like paths to make you waste your rope. Yeah, we're going this way now. Oh, another Bracknor. Not really worried about it. Alright, let's see what some of these extra spells we have are. Let's see, Touch of Limbs Krogma. What does that do? Kills one enemy. I bet that doesn't work on a Bracknor. Gambit of the Eight. creates a magic mine. Not interested. Black Nimbus. Deactivates trap crystals. So that's kind of useful. I want to use that one spell, but the thing is it's very expensive, and I don't want to waste my health on that. Not when I know this works. Ooh, that had to have been a crit. Oh, he was right at the exit, and he carried nothing. Useless. Oh. Oh, look, we made it to Elvendar. Save often. You want to see where we're at? See, we're on the other side. See that? Actually, we're not at Elvendar, we're at Caldara. Now, okay. Ah, my counter. It's an awful mess from here on out. Wyverns. Wyverns. Let's say wyvern, because I know that makes people angry. Wyverns have come in from over the mountains and have singed things up a bit. Singed? Yeah. If we hadn't been beating back flames this past few weeks, we'd have been through a month sooner. I don't know how many roads are passable at this stage. What Kindervjorn that come has helped us clear out the mess in the mine. Left as soon as word reached us that fires were approaching Elvendar. Why did the wyverns come from? Or where? Where else, lad? The Northlands. Some new bastard Moradel leader I hear is harassing your kinfolk. I hope you haven't any kits in harm's way. No. What of the Moradel? A few is what have had the nerve to cross over from the Moorland have already got themselves skewered, though I know that Prince Callan has been on the frontier looking for others. The biggest concern as of yet is to put out the flames and get those as got trapped behind it all. We have to deal with wyverns. Wyverns? Wyverns. Whatever. Prince Callan leads. What of the ward leader Thomas? Poor news indeed. 3 days ago, Thomas led a band of elves to stem raiders, what had come from over the river near Moorland. They beat the raiders' Baccharites, but in the melee, the warlord took a thrust to his side with a tainted blade. They had to carry him back to Elvendar, though I understand it wasn't without a struggle. Thomas wanted to stay, but word was carried back to Algarana of his condition. That was then the end of that. Prince Callan assumed control of the patrols at that point, and I ken he's still up near the northeastern fringe of the forest carving up Moradel. Does the warrior leader yet live? That lad has ever been a fighter, and a tenacious one at that. Sooner he'll let him cut a leg off than succumb to this poison. I wouldn't worry. I think it took your kin for a turn, though. Seeing Thomas fall. I've never heard of it happening in the 15 years he's been with your folk. Clear roads. We are required in Elvendar quickly. You mentioned fires. Extinguished now, though not without a fair portion of foot stomping and bucket carrying. I thought for a while the whole forest might have become all of one ferocious blaze, but Tathar and the rest of Queen Alagrana's spellweavers managed to put a halt to that business. Then we should have no difficulty returning to Elvendar. I don't know, I wouldn't exactly say that. There's still a fair number of those wyverns flapping about in the forest. Though Tathar's been working night and day to bring blighters down. Even taught Prince Callan a little bit of spellcraft that could bend the will of those cantankerous lizards, but I understand it still hasn't put an halt to the raids. What of the dwarves? Oh, we volunteered a few men, but as you elves don't much like outsiders in your realm, we've respected your borders. King Dulgan did send a few volunteers to help out with the Elf Queen, but the lot of them took a terrible weariness once they entered the forest and could go no further. They must have fell afoul of one of your fabled sleeping glades. Caldara. If we may face wyverns, it might be wise if we had our armor repaired. Are there any armor crafters in Caldara? Are there any leaves in Elvendar? You've gone daft. Of course there are armor crafters in Caldara. You don't have to go all the way, though. I can repair for a few gold. And if you watch close, it might even learn you a bit of craft. Yeah. Suits me just fine. What do you need to do? Sit there and watch. Well, lad, I'd be much obliged if you'd remove any armor you might have under that tunic of yours, and if your elf friend would do the same, we'll get to work. Now just watch what I do. Someone once told me a few dents in the armor can actually be beneficial, something about them catching blows that would ordinarily scrape along the surface and into the chinks. It makes some sort of sense when you think about it, I suppose. Maybe it would be a good idea to make armor so that it already has bumps, facets. If it already had them built in, then the armor... You're already finished? Aye, finished. You'll find your armor is in as good condition as it can be, lad. Though I dare say you've learned a great deal more if you spent more time listening and less time talking. Well, let's see what his armor craft went up to. 48, that's crap. 83, that's pretty good. Gorath is an astute student. So, here on the road to Elvendar is where things get interesting, because as you can tell, it's very wooded, and because the game is very pixely, it's very hard to see things. Owen knocked on the door. Hickory-scented pipe smoke slid underneath, curled gently around his feet. The smell had barely reached his nose when the door was flung open, and they were greeted by a smiling dwarf. Great day! Come in, laddies. Join us. Over his left shoulder, they could see several other dwarves seated around a small wooden table into which they were tossing small square stones. Introductions completed, they were invited to join the game. Only 5 sovereigns. What do you say? Sure. Standing around the table, Owen was given a stone, and after a count of 3, they were all thrown on the table. Klapka! Yelled one of the dwarves, grabbing the stone thrown by Owen. You lose, lad. He scooped up all the coins in his lap. What? Cried Owen. 'Twas a double dragon. The first to yell Klapka and grab the other stone is the winner, said the dwarf. Care to try again? Sure. Atta boys, drop 'em in the pot and pick up your stones. Once again, they tossed their stones on the table, and at the count of 3, this time, the 2 dwarfs stood up excitedly and yelled, Vuka! Vuka! They picked up their stones and tossed them down again. After the second throw, one dwarf slammed his fist on the table, and then the other, grinning broadly, scooped all the coins into his lap. Ach, Vodka stones. Care to try your luck again, lads? I guess. Very good. I think your luck's about to change, said the dwarf. They tossed the stones on the table for a third time, the strange markings on each side flipping and spinning wildly as they bounced across the table. Tabled, said one of the dwarves cheerfully. All coins stay on the table. Will you play again? I guess. Owen tossed 5 more coins on the table. Once again, the count of 3, he threw a stone. This time, the settling of the stones was greeted by amazed silence as all the dwarfs stared at the table. Ah! Yelled one dwarf. It cannot be. The others quickly joined in, and soon were all whispering and arguing amongst themselves in a language Owen couldn't understand. Finally, while the others looked on in disgust, the dwarf who had met them at the door spoke. You threw a dragon, lad. Realizing the import wasn't sinking in, and continued. You threw a dragon, and we all threw vukas. Did we win? Owen asked, still confused. Kill me now. Aye, you won everything. The other dwarves began to dump handfuls of coins onto the table. Must be over 100 gold pieces. You'll be playing again, won't you? Before the dwarves had a chance to complain, Gorath picked up the coins and headed for the door. You've got to give us a chance to win our money back, the dwarf yelled after them. They pretended not to hear. So, we netted 85 gold, because we spent 15. We won 100. They knocked on the door and waited for a reply. There were some shuffling sounds, then the door swung open, and they found themselves staring down at a dwarf. Well, bless me bones. What brings you lads so far from home? He invited them into his house and offered them some fresh water for their pouches. He asked of their journey, and then they told him briefly. You've heard about the troubles being had by the elves, then? He asked. Trouble? Asked Owen. Aye, damnedest thing. Baby dragons have been attacking Elvendar. War leader Thomas has been doing his best to keep them out, but there's only so much he can do. He talked some more of the attacks and of the strange rock-like inhabitants that had been spotted in the Macmordain Kadal. They surprised him with a description of how they had killed one of the creatures. Thanked him for his kindness, and they left. Yeah, we killed 2 of them, actually, because we're freaking badass. What's this? Abandoned building. Now, the other thing I can do, since this place is so clogged like this, I can use the spyglass. So here, here, and here we've already gotten to, and you want to stick to the path mainly just to see these points of interest. So we'll do that. Gorath halted. Blinking slowly, he put a hand over his stomach, then looked towards his confused-looking companion. Hold on for a moment, Owen. I wish to speak to you. Why? What is it? I merely wish to prepare you for the things that may transpire before we reach Elvendar. There are magics, things ancient, which have kept the Moradel from crossing into the forests of the Eladel. But I feel those things have been awakened. I may have some difficulty in completing our journey. Difficulty? What do you mean? It was not my intent to alarm you, only to reassure you that no matter what may happen between here and Elvendar, I have come to consider you a friend. Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna get sick. Really sick. Spoiled. There's a shop up here. Or at least a building that looks like a shop. No business. Dang! The house seemed abandoned. Prying open the front door, they entered cautiously. Inside they found an assortment of furniture items, no doubt too heavy or bulky to move. Though it appeared there wasn't anything of value, the house was worth a careful search. There we go, a Moradel brooch. Couple of houses. Owen banged on the door with the side of his fist. After a moment, a man's voice called from inside. What do you want? Could you give us some fresh water for our pouches? There's a well just down the road. Now leave me alone. Right. That well. No one had answered to the first knock, so Owen knocked again. Finally, a hoarse voice called to them, heavy with the dwarven accent. Who's calling me? We've come from the kingdom. Can we come in? Owen asked. Aye, door's open. Do as you like. They opened the door and entered a dimly lit room, sparsely furnished. In one corner they could make out a shape, apparently laying on a bedroll. Come in, rest your bones a minute, said the dwarf in a tired voice. With his eyes closed as though he were seeing the event from inside of each lid, he told him of his journey from Caldara, and of the wyverns he had seen circling Elvendar. The bloody Mordel are roaming about too. Took a sword to the side from one. He rolled over, and they could see a deep gash extending from his hip halfway up his hairy back. Can we do anything for you? Orin winced at the gaping wound. Nah, it looks worse than it is. I just need a few more days to rest up, that's all. They wished him well and left quietly. I don't know what that accent that I put on is. I just wanted to give you a different one, so you could tell it was two different people talking. Alright. So, we hit the well, we hit the houses. There's another shop-looking building right there. Hey, let's go check it out. Yes. Anything good? I already have this. If I didn't have the spider, this would be important. Alright. Oh! I could eat this! I did not know that. We're gonna carry this. Let's see how big the stack can get to. Eight. 12. Bet it's 20. Nope. It's 12. That's perfectly fine because now I don't have to carry so many of these. Why don't we push the Onoxum? Oh yeah, I don't need these. Oh, you can buy this too. Buy this too. I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. Let's buy 7 days worth of rations, so. You have a repair? Nope. Well, that's fine. We're fully kitted out now. And we've got anti-venom, which I think you should carry 1 stack. Yeah, that's good. It's quite good. Now what I want to do, this is out the outskirts of town. What I'd like to do is kind of explore around a bit, because I don't do that very often in this game, in this map. I don't spend very much time out here, and I'd like to see where the borders are. So there's definitely a border there. Was this house something we visited? Yeah, most likely. Maybe not. Oh no, yeah, because that's where the well and everything is. Okay, so that's pretty linear there. Now I want to go north a ways. Like out here. See, there's things. There's stuff and things. Narrow that way. Ooh, there's more stuff and things over there too. Okay, so let's keep going. Oh, what's that? Oh, there's something in front of me. I don't even know what the hell that is. I bet that's the wyvern. It is! Thankfully, this spell doesn't cost that much. Nice. Oh, he's running. Got him. Now, I don't think those things carry anything. Yeah, they're just dragons. Alright, where are those chests? To my left. Right. Apparently we're right on top of it. Oh, stumps. Cool. There were 4 stumps. I'm pretty sure I got all of them. So now a turn east. right. And then there was something, yeah, right there. Oh, oh, chests. Wait a minute. Is there another one? One there. One there. Okay. No. Save first. Scent of Sereg next. It's safe. Meh. Nope. 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 Yep. Alright. So I think I got a bunch of stuff we can smear on our armor. Southwest. Back down this way. Something right there. Oh, he's actually pretty beat up, isn't he? All that spell casting. Alright, so there's something down here. Right there. Stump. Okay. Is there anything else in this area? Negative. So, do I go east or do I go north? If I go north, there's buildings. I'm certain of it. I swear I saw them earlier. Okay, there's something there on the right. Yeah, right here. These ropes go up to like tree houses, if I'm not mistaken. Still panting from the climb, Owen studied the tree house. I think we just wasted our energy climbing up here. There doesn't seem to be anyone about. Right. There's another one here. Owen grabbed the rope and used it to climb to the tree. Once at the top, he called to Gorath, who quickly joined him. Appears to be empty, said Owen, breathing heavily. We moved up to the side of the house, testing each step carefully. Then, cupping his hands on each side of his face, he pressed his nose against a small window and looked inside. I can't believe it, he said. It looks like there's a treasure chest full of money in there. Let's go in and get it. Uh, yes. No! Gorath yelled. It was too late to stop the young magician. Owen flung open the door, eyes still glittering with the treasure he was sure that he would find inside, but instead of the sparkle of gold and silver, all he saw was a flash of bright light, and a small explosion knocked the pair backward out of the tree and onto the ground nearly 30 feet below. Ow. Well, can we go up there now? Owen painfully climbed the rope leading to the house in the trees. Gorath followed him, climbing to the main branch as Owen peered inside, past the broken windows. Careful, my friend. Remember what happened last time you opened that door? I remember. You think it was rigged to go off more than once? Not likely, replied Gorath, heading for the door. But after the explosion, I doubt there's anything left inside. He opened the door slowly, and then, with building confidence, slipped inside, Owen at his heels. The explosion had scarred the walls of the building, no doubt destroying the trap and the fake chest that had been inside as a lure. Owen couldn't hide his disappointment as they climbed down the tree. You bastards. You and your crappy tree bomb. Okay, we already got that. Let's go get that. Turn directly east or west. Let's go straight west. Let's run into a wyvern while we're out here. That would suck. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Something is right in front of us. Or it's right next to us. There it is. Money. Cool. Is there any other dots? Negative. East. Back towards a stupid tree that blew up in our face. I mean, I got no one else to blame but myself, right? Okay. Oh, I didn't see it. Oh, there's 3 of them. Oh, that was a good shot. 105. Oh, what the heck was that? You gonna pay what you owe. You gonna pay what you owe. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Ow. Gorath, you really need to kill him, dude. There we go. Nice. I mean, he's almost maxed out, isn't he? No. Do you guys carry anything? No? No. Wishful thinking. Camp until healed. Jesus. 4 days. What? Oh, a trap. Okay. This is fun. Okay, what I need to do now is go here. Rest. Push this here. Rest. Over here. Rest. Push this here. This is a really simple trap. Like, this should be it. Yeah. That was a simple one. Korath grabbed the rope, then planting both feet firmly against the tree, began to climb to the top. Owen followed. They stopped on a wide branch that was helping to support a small house. There didn't appear to be anyone about. Shall we go inside, young Owen? Yes. They entered inside the small tree house. It appears that whoever left did so in a great hurry. Beneath the hammock-style bed, at the far end of the room, Gorath found a chest, its cover ablaze with strange symbols painted a fiery red. Carefully, he opened the lid and looked inside. Oh, look, a wyvern's egg. Well... This flame root oil? Yeah, it is. You carry this. Okay. You've got space. I'm doing this to restack them. Okay. Inventory's getting a bit full. What I may need to do is go back to that town and sell some stuff off. Yeah, because it's pretty close by. That shop should be like right here. I don't really need this. Or this. I mean, I really don't need all of these. trying to save some space. Plus we got some flame arrows, which are pretty trick. Let's buy 7 days worth of rations again. Ooh. Get in one deal. We're good on that. Technically I'm good on whetstone because he's only got the one. Yeah, we're good. That's all I needed. Alright, now let's go back to exploring a bit. So this is about where we were earlier. That. We already got those. Let's go over here. It's going to be another rope, I suspect. Right? Huh. I missed it? There it is. Yes. Okay, we already did that one. Okay, in that case, got one there, one there. Oh, shoot. I rushed that. It's my own fault. No big deal. As long as I kill the magic user first. There we go. It's so nice to have Owen actually be able to defend himself. Early in the game, he's just so weak. No good. You do know I'm going to go back down to that, yeah. I'm going to go back to the shop after all this and unload all this. Really? Was he naked? No. See? He was no way. Don't you worry, we'll be back for all your goodies. Turn around. Head back to the shop. Right there. Don't be closed. So this... I mean, do I really need the money? This is just a good habit, right? See? It's just a good habit. Camp out. Turn around, go right back to where those bodies were, which I believe were over here somewhere. Oops, wrong button. Them bodies are over here somewhere. Them bodies are right here. Okay, grab this. These. You can do this. baby. Hmm. Hmm. One more run. Technically 2 more runs, isn't it? Just can't leave the loot. In a game like this, you need everything. Especially if you don't have the hacks like I did earlier with all the codes. You would want all the money. Absolutely. Make this run one last time. Okay, now we're done with that for sure. Now I can turn straight north, like this. Pretty much right up to here. And then we'll use the spyglass. Okay, so there's one right there, there's one right there. Surprisingly, there's nothing right there. So whatever it is right in front of us. Oh. Oh look, the bodies are still back there. If the adversaries we faced are any indication, we can expect hardened opponents as we near Elvendar. Perhaps we should try a less combative path. You want me to not fight our way through... Ooh, look, there's stuff over there, too. Okay, so the first thing is the stump. We already got the stump. Let's go here first. I really don't care about the standard armor. You guys are probably tired of me doing runs back to the shop anyway. Look at all this stuff here. Yeah. See, I think this is actually the right way to go for the story, too, if I'm not mistaken. Nothing there. Oh, I gotta go past the rope. Stump. There's another rope right here. Doesn't seem to be anyone to boot. And there's a fight. Oh, it's a trap. Wow, this one looks complicated. So, we need to go here. Rest. Is there something there? Oh, there was. Okay. Oh, crap. Well, he can survive that. I'm gonna go ahead and heal him out. He should be able to walk right out of here. Yeah. Not my best work. Alright. So, that was the second rope. There's something over here. I think. Yep, right there. Nothing. Stump. Money. Save often. More Adele. Let's go get him. Oh, magic users. Well. That part's over. Where are you going? Oh my god, he missed. Jesus. Come on, man. There you go. Well, god dang. That'll do. Oh, look, there's stuff over here. Okay. I think we need to go this way. There's a trap here. Oh my god. Look at this. So, there's a trap and there are enemies. Oh boy. Alright. And Owen can't do anything but fight. Oh boy. This is gonna be awkward. Oh, this is going to be really awkward. Okay. First of all, you need to drink this, and you need to have your defense up. Oh, this bastard. so Gorath is gonna have to drink. Ah, you son of a. Can we escape? They ran. Good. Okay. That situation sucks. You back up. God, that was horrible. Alright, can I actually see the enemy here? No. Save often. Let's go back in. Oh, there. Yeah, you can see them. Okay. This time, what I'm gonna do is, first of all, I gotta probably re-drink these things. And then I'm gonna push him in. Oh, I can't push him in. Oh wow, he killed it. Push that. Okay, so they were still weakened from all the other previous battle damage. That's excellent. Alright, so now Gorath, I need you to move forward. You have a spell that I just recently got. Deactivates trap crystals. Now what we're going to do is sit here and heal up for a while. Now he should be able to do this. And this. Cool. That was actually a little challenging. Tell me I didn't get that from the dragon. Oh, we're full. Yeah, tell me I didn't actually get that from the dragon. I got that from the yellow guy in the middle, right? That had to be it. Okay. If I remember right, there's something down here. Ah. Callan! We found Callan. If you had not slain that wyvern, I am grateful. But I beg you go from this place, cousin, and take with you the evil you have brought. You may not take what will not have you. You cannot harm what will not be harmed. You and your people belong among your own. I do not raid with my kin. Grant me passage, Elidel. I have come to look upon the face of the shining moon. The old tongue. I think then your coming will be well received in Elvendar. Tell my mother and war leader Thomas I am well, and I will continue on towards Moralaine to meet the Moradel there. Perhaps we can yet put a halt to their raids. What's the shining moon? Is it in Elvendar? She, not it, young human friend. Your companion refers to our queen Algarana. In your tongue, it means something like shining moon. Is the way to Alvendar passable? The attacks directed by the Moradel have made travel a difficulty. Fires are burning all across Elvendar, and spellweavers are hard-pressed to attend to them all. Most roads are impassable, but the western path was clear last I heard of it. Survival. I'm surprised you've been able to survive alone with the Moradel raiding over your borders. How have you escaped? The Moradel can do little harm to the Eladel within Elvendar, and they would be fools to try. It would take remarkable strength of will for a Moradel to enter the forest with any evil intent, and even a more remarkable will for him to survive such an attempt. It is part of the magic that protects our home. What about Gorath? He hasn't had any problems entering the forest. You've not told the boy? My returning is of no consequence to him. He has his own quest to fulfill. Returning? You mean you've been here before? You'll understand certain things later should events unfold as I imagine. There's still the matter of your survival to deal with, however. Though our cousin Gorath moves with great grace, you are not so sure-footed. For your part in my rescue, I should like to teach you how to move the elven way. What about Gorath? It is not custom between our kin, but if you wish it, I will teach him what I know of using a crossbow. Come, we cannot be long at this. Callan waited, seated cross-legged on the ground. He watched through half-lidded eyes as Owen approached from a thick copse of trees. Although he still moved with little grace, he had made remarkable improvement in a short time. Do I move like an elf now? Owen asked, a look of eager anticipation written on his face. I wouldn't try to sneak up on the war leaders as of yet, but yes, you have learned a bit, the elf replied. Why don't you go around and try it again? You were still rustling leaves as you approached. Once the boy was gone, Callan shifted his gaze to study Gorath's progress with the crossbow. Though it was readily apparent the Moradel was capable of doing great damage with the weapon, his concentration was elsewhere. I am told the call can be painful if one is uncertain of their feelings, Callan says. You need not endure the pain. We will welcome you no matter who or what you might have been to us in the past. Gorath nodded without looking at the elf, his gaze fixed straight ahead as he recited his crossbow with trembling hands and fired into the undergrowth. Hey! Owen shouted in the distance, crashing back through the brush. He re-entered the clearing. Could you be a little more careful with where you're firing that thing? That last shot came far too close to me. Rising to his feet, Callan shook his head, and it is time for the lessons to come to an end. How have you been holding off the wyverns? I would have thought this many of them could have burned Elvendar to the ground. Fortunately, the spells the Moradel have been using to control them aren't too strong or too complicated. Even with what little knowledge I have about magic, Tather managed to teach me a cantrip that will turn them away. Sounds like it might come in useful if you have time. Do you think you could teach it to me? You can have the scroll I studied. I don't think I will need it any longer, though I warn you, you'll need to find one of those beast's eggs each time you cast the spell. Tyler tried to explain the principle to me, but I had trouble following the complexities of it. That's what those eggs are for. Great. What way will take us most quickly to Elvendar? If it were merely a matter of which way would take the least distance, I would suggest you take the northern bridge, but I understand from my scouts that wyverns have been alighting in heavy numbers near there. It would be far less dangerous to travel to the far western bridge, and there cross through the sleeping glades, though you may have some difficulties dealing with them. From there, bear directly north until you reach Grey Horn. You'll find an entrance to a subterranean, ancient ruin there. Once you emerge from it, you'll be very near the heart of Elvendar itself. One nice thing about traveling underground, at least there's less chance of something dropping down on us from above. With all these wyverns flying about, I half expect one to come flapping out of nowhere anytime I turn my head. You may not find you are quite so enthusiastic about the ancient ruin once you pass through it. We do not use it much. Please tell me it isn't infested with a Bracknur or something equally repulsive. Infested? An interesting description, but not in the way you may think. None of the elven blood may easily walk its corridors without some measure of dread. It is of the Valheru, then. The war leader assures us none of their ancient essence may touch us here, but the malevolence that permeates that place cannot be easily dismissed. I've not been so foolish, however, to leave it open to any that wish simply to enter it. There is too great a danger something there has been unfound. It is beyond our control. Only a few of the elves have the key that will unlock its doors. How are we going to get in, then? I will give the Korath the key I carry. That is all that is required. It's as simple as that. There's nothing simple about it. The force of will it has taken for Gorath To have come even this close to Elvendar is monumental. Unless his reason for being here was of the utmost importance, he would have fled this forest long ago. I trust him. He said we might encounter some difficulty with the sleeping glades. It is one of Elvendar's natural defenses. Those who enter them suddenly find themselves quite drowsy and will sleep for days on end. Many die in their sleep from lack of nourishment. Effective, if non-selective. He's a poet and didn't even know it. I assume there's a way that may be crossed? It wouldn't be practical to live in a house for which there is no door. They always speak in riddles. Though the sizes of the glades are variable when you approach them, you'll experience a slight feeling of disorientation. There is, however, a little-known path that can carry you safely through them. The glades run parallel to a mountain range southwest of here, north of the river's fork. They are difficult to cross, but you may circumnavigate them. If you head to the fork of the river, then stay close to the mountains to the north, you should be untroubled by the glades. So then we say goodbye to... what was his name again? I forgot. Callan. We said goodbye to Callan. We still got stuff and things down here too. We also have thy master's will. Cool. I guess it's only fair that we go, first of all, we bookmark, and then we go see what the stuff down here is. It's a rope. A shop, young Owen. Shall we enter? Absolutely. Really? Will you buy this? What? How about this? You're not buying nothing? But you're selling things. Man. Alright, so that was the first dot. Oh, it's a well. Okay. That was the last of the two things. I'm guessing this glade is now safe because we cleared it. Is there anything in that top right corner? Nope. But it's okay, because we're definitely out of time for the day. And to be perfectly honest, we did accomplish quite a bit this episode. I mean, we made it through the Mac. We got through Caldara. We basically unlocked the entire eastern reaches of Elvendar, or at least the forests of Elvendar. I think the place we're headed to is like way over here somewhere. Well, we got to get through all this, but you're not going to see that till next week. So anyway, if you like what you saw, hit the old like button. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and maybe hit subscribe. If you are a regular here, welcome back. Either way, check out my other playlist and see if my other interest may be of interest to you. If you'd like to get a copy of this game for yourself, check out some abandonware sites on the web. I'm sure you can find this, and you can play this, and you can wander around and build up your character and maybe try to do things in a different order than I did. Anyway, now you know what the game plan is. Elvendar. From here up to here somewhere is where we're headed, and it doesn't mark it until you find it. So until next week, we'll see you later.